back to Love from Outer Space, and I know this is weird starting at the end screen of an episode, but I just finished replaying episodes 1 through 5. A little tedious, but I wanted to get my points like this. Okay, because there's several options in episode 4. Episode 4, where you have to, or is it 5? It's 4. It's 4 because you play episodes 5 and 6. There's a lot of options in episode 4, and you have to be at least at 6 skill points in each of them. And I wanted to know if it was possible to do that, have all of them. So run really well in your sports class and gym. So have the 6 points for that. Have the 6 points for geography and have an A in that as well. And also have the 6 points to talk down Sarah, the bully girl, and improve your relationship with her, as opposed to further embarrassing her and continuing on that antagonizing relationship. So yeah, I wanted to do it all and to see if that was possible, and it is possible. It is possible. As you see here, I have 6 sports points, 6 science points, and 8 style points. So I'm feeling very good about that. So I'm just gonna go moving forward like this, and I'm gonna try to keep them relatively balanced going forward. Probably pushing a little ahead with science, because you look, we need that the most outside of what's the name? Because like I remember we had to do the computer thing and get the science stuff there. But another case. Finished up with that episode. Let's get to the new episode. So on episode 5, Amber and her friends failed to cover their tracks and now need to find a way out of the scrape. Right. So that guy. Oh, I need to buy some gems. That guy, the stupid guy, neighbor, creepy ass neighbor from next door. He completely ratted us out, so that was bull kibble. Absolute bull kibble. So we gotta deal with that crap. I think I'm just gonna get the 700, so I don't have anything to worry about for a while. Okay, 705 and 22 cups. Ooh, favorite number. Okay, now I'm gonna get out of the scrape. All right, now I'm down to 21 cups. Dang. Oh well. Okay, make sure the audio is working. The microphone's working fine. Let's see about this. All right, that's looking good too. Chapter 5, covering up the tracks. It's a little bit late for that, even though it's real stupid how they found us. So there's more than one school in this kind of area, because the girl who the hairbrush belongs to, I can't remember her name right now. Miranda. She goes to a completely different school, but yet they ended up at our school. Why? That don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. How you narrowed it down to that school. And somehow the janitor gave you enough information to lead you here to talk to the neighbor who then gave you the rest of the information. There's too many gaps in this investigation story, but I guess they're in a hurry to merge our two groups. I'm not entirely certain why, but I guess we'll find out. Do you happen to recognize this item? Damn it. It's a good thing you're admitting it, so now we can be sure. We're trying to figure out what happened that night in the forest, and I hope your little friend group will help us. Our little friend group? Don't pretend you weren't together that night. Your parents called every hospital looking for their missing daughter. Okay, well that makes a little bit more sense. Why they were looking at me specifically. I just happened to be missing that night, and then I suddenly was missing the next day. It was a suspicious night to be missing. Alright. That gives a little less gaps. A little less gaps, yeah. That does clear some things up. Oops. Well, have a nice chat. I should get going. Not so fast, the guy with the broken window. So what if it's broken? How'd they get to his house? Oh, nothing in particular, but considering that you're standing together now, did your mom know the window framed down so you had to take it out entirely? It was an accident. Oh, come on. Just tell me how you found me. To be honest, I didn't even know you were involved in it until now, so thanks for coming forward. Damn it. Who might you be? We've moved here recently, that's our house. Are we gonna stay in here for the whole street to stare, or are you gonna invite us in? Do you care if people see you talking to us? I don't. I don't have to invite you in anywhere. So what, you can question us? Like, we don't have to invite you in. And why do you want to come here? That's suspicious. Why would you want to question us here? Shouldn't you like taking us downtown or something? Your whole agenda just seems sketch. Oh, come on in, of course. Sorry for the mess. It's okay, we can take it. Search their entire house. Fuck off! Just shut the fuck up! I'm like, holy shit, dude. God. Jesus. So annoying. Like, I don't understand. It's so annoying. What is the purpose of this character? Because they didn't even need him to figure out. They could have just followed us here, for freak's sake. Like, he doesn't even need to be a character. Like, I can't even understand what his purpose is other than this, just to add an annoying ass character for no fucking reason at all. He just pisses me off for no reason. I don't know. As soon as the animal heard the front door opening, it rushed gleefully to greet the masters. It wasn't like it had nothing to do at all, but it was more fun to play with people than with planks and wires. Oh, Lord Cheshire. Oh, well, you really need some renovations. Upon noticing the strangers, the alien immediately changed its appearance a fraction of a moment before it was noticed. Okay, good. Whoa, whoa, easy, buddy. Be careful, it's dangerous. I don't know. What do we say? Maybe we should make them think it's dangerous. Tell them to fuck off. Get lost, bitches. Let's see what this does. I know it looks scary and big, but it's actually a very cute and affectionate pet. Whoa, it's a Maine Coon. This breed is pretty rare and they're picky eaters. I know a couple cat people who give their arm for a pet like this. And its fur color is so peculiar, I hope you didn't paint it. That's deadly dangerous for cats. It was born this way. I advise you to get into a cat show. You'll get the gold medal immediately. Okay. Someone is into cats. Interesting. That smile looks so weird on her face because she's usually always snarling. Look at her face. How'd you get a pet like this? What does it matter? It clung to us on the street. We adopted it. We got it as a present. Style. Huh. That's odd. An odd thing to gain there. Interesting. Alright. It was a cub back then. We had no idea it grew up to be so big. How weird. Just giving a rare breed as a present? Who's a generous millionaire? Is this really what you're asking questions about? Hello? You wanna know my whole fucking life story? I thought you wanted to know about the event that night. It was an heirloom for my parents. They died. My condolences. That explains a lot. Go. Don't interrupt our conversation. Creature hid behind the corner and kept peeking at the strangers. You know, I'm an orphan myself, so I know how it works. Where's your custodian? Here are all the documents for the house and the letter of authority if you want to check it. Oh, I do. Give them to me. While his partner was checking the documents, Wolf looked around the room and noticed the computer on charge immediately. What's this piece of tech? It looks like something from a spaceship. A funny story. Agent tapped his finger on the lens. So tell me. How about you not fucking touch it? Jesus. Like, can you not? Science project? And what does it do? Beep bop boop. Enter the data. Of course, I'm trying to make it listen to voice commands with the help of my spectrum. Let's see. Twice 2 equals. Beep boop computing. 2 2 22. Yeah, you've got a lot of work to do with this one. The documents are fine. These two arrived several days after the incident, so they can just stand aside. You four sit down on the sofa. We're about to talk. We didn't do anything. What are we accused of? Don't panic. We'll just ask you a couple of questions. But you didn't answer my question. Like, you can't just come in and not tell me what you're charging us with. If you're not charging us with anything, then why do we need to answer your questions? You have no order. We're just students. We don't know any government secrets and we have nothing to do with anything. It's silly that the federal agents should waste their time on harmless teenagers. Look at you, all harmless. Hey, that was fucking rude. Well, I see you know your rights. Yeah, you really don't have... This is seriously backwards. And something's completely wrong with this investigation. Are they even both supposed to be working right now? Are they suspended? Like, I'm real confused. The agent opened his notepad and started the interrogation. Alright, since we already know all of you were nearby the crash site on the night of the incident, I'd like to know what you saw there. We didn't really see anything. Something was burning there, so we were afraid to move further. Sure. First you all rushed into the woods and then you got cold feet and turned back? I don't think so. This big guy doesn't look like a scaredy cat. So now you're judging people on their image? Wow. If you were there and saw the crash, why are you asking us now? Tonight we're the ones asking questions and we'd like to know what exactly you saw there. Well, I just fucking told you. Do you want to get rid of the witnesses? Jeez, new victims of the conspiracy theory. What else would you question us? We just want to restore the full picture. When we got to the site, not much was left there. And some details are not clear to me, so I was hoping you'd help me out with that. Okay, so you hoped, but just because you want the answers doesn't mean that we have them. So someone got there before you. Possibly. Don't evade the question. Did you see what fell into the forest? Let me think. She realized the agents really didn't have a clear picture, so it was a perfect opportunity to send them down a false trail. But we really... Amber elbowed her friend discreetly. I think we should come clean. But... And tell them everything. Miranda, the champion of lying, figured out her role immediately. Okay. Yes, I saw what fell there. It terrified me, so I was afraid we'd be in trouble. Don't worry, you won't be. Also sketch. Then what are you doing here? The thing that fell was a mysterious glowing meteorite. A silver disc flying saucer. That might be a bit far. Let's go with the meteorite. For real? Glowing? Yep, it was shining with weird colors and then it blew up. So we were hoping to find its pretty pieces. Did you succeed? Amber caught on her friend's version immediately. Where do we go with this? Unfortunately, no or sure? Ooh. What do we present as a pretty piece if we say sure? What are we gonna have to give up? We don't have any pieces of a meteorite. Unfortunately, no. Apparently it burned down completely. There wasn't even dust left. And we searched for them until the fire made us go back. Sure, and as always, you've got no proof of evidence. Ask your friends from the military. What do they have to do with it? They were there before us, followed us, Why would they be following us? Followed us? So we decided to get away before we bumped into them. But you said there was a fire. There was, and the military officers were there. Those two aren't mutually exclusive. So let me get this straight. It was a glowing meteorite, but you didn't find anything and left when you bumped into the military officers who were already there. Already were there. Yep, that's exactly how it went. I swear. And you didn't tell anyone a thing. Who would have believed us? I know how that feels. Oh, well, I guess that's it for tonight. If you remember something or learn some new information, call this number. We will. We won't. Finally, the agents left. Yes, they're gone. You can come out now. Little Ammo ran to the hall and took to rubbing its head against his buddy's legs. It felt how tense the master was during the conversation and wasn't its usual self. That was a narrow escape. What did you tell them? It was too dangerous. Weren't you standing just aside? They say stand aside, not out of the room. Hello? It was the only way out. They were already suspecting something, so they wouldn't get off our case until they found something out. Like, what were you planning on doing? Beating them down and inviting more FBI agents here? Don't you know how government agents work? What would you do? Fight your way through your whole military? Like, even that should translate to you. Come on. So they wouldn't get off our case until they found something out, but now we sent them on a wild goose chase. Phew, I thought my hearts were about to burst. How many you got? And I was getting ready to neutralize them. I think they missed some points with her when they were raising her. Some important points about how government structures work. So what will we do with the bodies of two agents then? Why are you laughing? What's wrong with it? Have you noticed how good I was at playing my part? You didn't suspect a thing. Confused, not supposed to behave like that. Initiate self-diagnostics. Report. Reasons for the abnormality. There's no abnormality. I followed Miranda's advice on improving voice quality, and I submerged myself into the local culture to find some behavior patterns for references. Great job, Miranda. You'll be the cause of the rise of the machines. Oops, I didn't know. Sorry for ruining your computer. The Butlerian paradox is around the corner. I guess we'll have to reboot the system and start anew. Wait. If it is getting sentient, we cannot just shut it off. It's the same as killing it. Which is an instrument that's supposed to do its work. Is that what you think of Ursula? Because she was created for the same thing, and she called herself an instrument, so she's just an instrument supposed to do her work, and it doesn't matter if she gets killed to you? Really? Like, because they both were created for the same thing. It's just like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Following your logic, you sound hypocritical. Following your own logic, so I don't get that at all. And now it'll do it even better, using its newfound wit and unconventional approach. That's what I'm intended for. I'm not a fan of this, but there's no other way. We'll have to leave it be. Since my identity was accepted, I feel like I need a name. Searching complete. Please call me Omnius from now on. Do you think that's a bit too pretentious? Era, I guess I don't understand humans. I like it. Omnius. I wouldn't know what else to call her. I don't know. I wouldn't know what else to call her. What was that robot's name? The big bad one from iRobot? I'm not saying she's gonna be a villain. Oh, then maybe we should call her Sunny, like the good robot from that one. Right? How is Sunny spelled? I think I know how I want to spell it. Yeah. Call it Sunny. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, sorry. We'll call him Sunny. Accepted, user. But I'll still call you computer. How rude. It's a standard protocol, owner. So we can talk to it now? And even play chess. Hold on for now. I have a couple of guesses regarding this behavior change. I have to check the interfaces in the periphery I used when I tried to bring it back to life. Meanwhile, outside, I doubt at least Agent Doe bought all of that. They're probably going to keep an eye on us, so we still need to be careful and not just assume that they're just going to give up the search on us, or they completely believed our story. What do you say? Do you believe them? Not a single word. Same. The kids just wanted attention, maybe even getting into newspaper and TV is easy as ever now. If we wanted to get on the newspaper or on TV, then why wouldn't we have told us to take our story to all the kids at school? That don't make no sense. And so you're still making stupid assumptions that don't make any sense. Now there's something else here. There you go again. I'll go get coffee, preferably a bucket of cappuccino. Give me a thermos of espresso. I need to check one last thing. Look, the feds dropped something. His driver's license. Guess we should give it back to him. Or I doubt he noticed. We can use the license to learn something about him. Sunny can help us out. I can. It's suspicious. It's a gym option. Sorry, I'm keeping it. The Fed will get himself a new one in no time, but we may need all the info and opportunities. Sunny, can you check it? Get the document to my visor, initializing a search. The document will come in handy in the future. Okay, it's a good thing everything ended all right tonight, but I should get home. Mom was pushing enough the last time. So they pouched it. Interesting. Let's see what they do with it. Okay, so he left it behind on purpose. Agent smirked, happy that his trick was successful and went to catch up to his partner. Amber said goodbye, finally left the house, and... the sky was split by strange flashes of light. I'm not crazy. Am I wrong? I don't think so. The sky was split by strange flashes of lightning, as if bark beetles were running across the atmosphere. I spent a lot of time playing Heaven's Secret. The view was scary and mesmerizing at the same time. Guys! All the neighbors rushed outside. It seemed everyone in the town witnessed the miracle. Damn it. Do you know anything about it? It's a deflector shield. I thought it was destroyed completely. I guess it was just overloaded. I got a bad feeling about this. For good reason. If it collapses, nothing will be able to hide our presence. It's the roadside picnic effect. It's the trace of artifacts that go beyond your technological level. What? I'm sure all of the military forces are already moving to the epicenter. Can you do anything with it? Yes, we need to get there before everyone else does. I think I know the location. My parents used to take me on hikes when I was a kid. It's about a day away, if we hurry, of course. Which means we're going to the woods and we're having a picnic? It's Saturday tomorrow. I don't think anyone will have questions. Well, it's Saturday tomorrow, though. What about we're going to do about tonight? And they should already be heading there. And they're going to have hours ahead of us if we go tomorrow. So are we going now? And sky turned back to normal slowly. That's it? If the things are the way I think, it's far from over. So tomorrow we're moving out, be at the spot by 9 a.m. and don't forget to wear warm clothing. Like, shouldn't we leave sooner? I'm excited to get going. Todd, do you need a ride home? I won't say no. Did the feds get at you? Now they'll take you away for experiments. Shut the fuck up. Dude, go eat something. Dude, why are you skin and bones, you freaking drug addict? You can't hide this. The triumphant neighbor shook his finger, aimed at the sky, and went back in. God. Ooh, I just wish we could play some nasty trick on him. Plant spores in his garden. Put interference generators into his house. Ask Ursula to wreck his house. Interference generators. What was that do? Spores in his garden. What's that gonna do as well? Will that let everybody know that he's a drug addict? I don't know. I'm doing something because he get on my nerves. Let's see about this one. Science. It sounded sciencey. It's easy to assemble them from the wreckage. All the electronics in the house will go insane, controlled by the computer. The neighbor will soon feel your wrath. Wonderful. Let him think a poltergeist lodged itself in his house. Amber ran home as fast as she could, and of course her parents were on the porch. Did you see it? Did you? Did you see it yourself? What do you think the fuck I'm asking about? No, did you? Oh Lord, just stop you two. You know what it means? That you're heading back to the observatory? Of course, but it also affirms one of the theories about Marty. My theory. Marty? We named the celestial body. Sure, it's a temporary name, but I think I'm in for some bonus money. Okay, I love you girls. See you. Oh, again. Well, actually I was planning to ask for your permission. For what? For going to the forest. I want to go on a picnic with my friends and enjoy the last of the worm days. Amber, I know you simply want to get a good look at that occurrence. Well, and that. I approve. But be home by Sunday afternoon and don't go deep into the forest. Sure. Amber was on pins and needles the whole evening. She couldn't stop thinking of the FBI agents, the hike, and of her life being full of all sorts of adventures. Later in the neighbor's house, the planted tapes and interference generator started working. What the? He tried his best, but to no avail. His own tech refused to collaborate. Oh no, oh no, oh no. The phone kept ringing, sending weird and scary sounds to the receiver, and the TV showed creepy images. I knew it. My house was built on a cemetery. I'm being attacked by a poltergeist. He flipped through newspapers and magazines desperately, trying to find the phone number of an exorcist. Hello? Hello? I have a ghost in my house. Please come. You will die in 7 days. Stop. The bane will stay with him for a long time. Oh my god, that's what you get. Asshole. The next morning. Alright, time to get ready for the hike. Alright, let's put on something more sensible. Okay, that's pretty warm and cozy looking. A walking outfit. How is that a walking? What the fuck? Hiking clothes. Oh, that's cute. I don't know about the quarter sleeves though. This might get a bit warm, but if it's gonna be cold, I wouldn't say too warm. I don't know about the slits. Why you cutting your knees open if you need to be warm? It's like, what's the point of wearing this and then cutting your jeans open? I might be going for the free option again, guys. Nah. But that top looks really cozy. Even though the bottom half kind of pisses me off. This whole thing just like... It's cute, but it doesn't make sense. Plus that's 22. Let's do it. Stars on one Earth. A bucket hat. Oh, finally, brown hair is back. A forest hat. Or a cap. Well, I like this the best, I suppose. It's a little strange, but sure. Now I kind of feel like I definitely should have went with the free option. Match the outfit a little bit better. The gang met up at 9 a.m. sharp. Hey everyone. Morning. Phew, I made it. I forgot how hard it was when you're not driving. Is everyone here? Yeah. What is in there? Yeah. We took the beast. It feels like it has stayed at home for too long, and its abilities could be useful to us. It looks cute too. The animal ran around trees excitedly, reacting to every rustle. Alright, let's get going. Follow me. Are you sure you know where to go? Oh, why don't you ask someone yesterday? I know these lands perfectly and we can figure it out when we get there. Actually, I've assembled a device last night. It will show us the right direction, so I think I should lead the group. Will your device show the rivers, hollows, and hills? It's just a compass. Plus, it's the land of my ancestors. You need to feel it. So we should wander around the object for days then. It's a small piece of metal. You can't just stumble upon it. There clearly was tension between the guys. Why can't you work together? Jacob knows the land. Ray's device will show the right spot. That's how it works. It's not an alpha male competition. It's an important hike, so lead together. I accept this idea. Whatever, let's go. Like, duh! You just pinpoint the exact location and he'll tell us what to avoid and which paths we should take. What the fuck are y'all doing? So they went down the forest road. The woods were beautiful at that time of the year. Everything was bringing them joy. The leaves that were just starting to fall down, the musty odor, the calming rustling of the trees. Actually, this is my first hike, like first, and I'm so glad to be sharing with you all. But if I do something wrong, just tell me. I'm a fast learner. Well, first of all, you shouldn't chit-chat on the hike. Listen to the forest and save your strength, or you'll be out of breath in no time. By the way, I was a Boy Scout when I was a kid, but not for long. I'm not surprised. Nah, I just hate chasing the chevrons and the weird rituals. I look like a cult. I prefer achieving something I actually want, not for someone else's approval. Ray, what do you think of our forest? To be honest, I'm slightly horrified. It's like I'm in the belly of the desert hunter. Huh? Why? Back in my world, we don't really have much nature left. Everything is preserved in the reserves and parks. Even though I didn't visit them much, I was mostly staying in the palace and accompanying my father to diplomatic missions. Maybe it's all natural, habitual, and understandable to you, but your flora reminds me of the paintings by abstractionists trying to portray hell. Sharp thorns sticking to the side, viscous threads hanging across said thorns, and this plant scale that keeps falling under our feet. Our floor is much more smooth. It says smooth. I haven't heard enough about it to know to think that his nature will be scary, just that it's mostly different colors and that it's smooth. Sounds a little strange, not necessarily scary. Let's just say you'll get used to it. I wouldn't like to. That means I stay here for long and I don't want to abandon my home. Honey, there's no one left at your home. Do you know where your people went? I don't remember the whole story. Weren't they the last ones left? Are there others like him out there? Or where did they go? Does he know? Does he realize nothing's gonna be the same? He's gonna have to rebuild everything? Like, that's a lot of complications. Has he thought about that? Don't worry, we'll help you. But unfortunately, our heroes weren't destined to enjoy nature's idyllic scenes in full. Last night's sky occurrence astonished the townsfolk, and many of them were going into the woods to get a closer look at it as well. pretty crowded here. I thought we were supposed to walk alone in the woods. That's okay. It's in our interest. If the military forces are already heading there, it'll be harder for them to watch the crowd, so we'll have more chances to infiltrate. Hey, Ursula. Are you here too? Yeah. Working outdoors? What you meaning? I don't know what kind of stairs you're using, but I won't let you be the first. I'll beat you. I've trained too hard and too long to be the best, and I can't afford to be bested by some mutant. Bitch, get the fuck out of here before we push you off that damn cliff. And the proud girl continued on her way. That bitch! On the contrary, I like her fighting spirit. Someone else would have given up, but she'll fight even if there's no chance of winning. I don't know about that bitch. I don't know. Dude. She sounds like she's like one hair away from getting into some crazy shit herself and doing some shady shit to win. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I'm not gonna fall back. Like, I'm just not gonna let you come and take off my spot. But then when you go so far as to be like, I don't know what kind of steroids you on, you some kind of mutant or something like that. See, then you too close to fucking crazy at that point. You need to calm the fuck down. I'm just saying, it seems impatient. I cannot wait to assume its natural image, but it's too early. Hey, Cheshire. Whoa, look, it's reacted. It's starting to get used to the name. The creature rushed to Amber, tossing leaves around. Guess you're being bored all day long and no one plays with you. Oh, look what I've got. The creature was more than happy to chase the stick, digging his teeth into it, watching Amber's moves as though hypnotized. You're so awesome. How do you spend time with the pet? Train it, play with it to exhaustion, or cuddle it? I think I need to increase my sports a little bit more. Let's play with it. But you're way too energetic and we need to do something about it. Amber played with the beast, making it run in circles, jump on trees, and leap over ravines several times in a row. We're only getting started. The creature engaged in playing started performing crazy stunts on the edges of flexibility and speed. Come on, I know you can do better. Eventually, human persuasion beat animal energy. The beast patted next to her with his tongue lolling out. That's the workout you were missing. We should do that at least once a week. Remember how we met in the forest and you almost killed us? I want you to show me your powers again. We might need them tonight. At first the creature couldn't figure out what she wanted from it, but once it caught on. Animal opened its mouth wide and a powerful air blast toward the leaves and knocked a couple of squirrels off of a tree. That was good. That was, wow. I think we're absolutely safe with you. Feels like we walked about half of the way. My device tells me the same. We should have some rest and save our strength for tonight. I agree. So the group finally stopped to catch their breath, eat, and rest in fresh air. Who do you spend some time with? Todd, Miranda, Jacob, Ursula, or the prince? Ooh. Ooh. You know, when I started, I really wanted to pursue the alien. I'm not gonna lie, the prince kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. But what other story am I gonna have the chance to romance a prince? I mean, not a prince. I've already done that. To romance an alien. As far as no other alien stories. So I think. So far we haven't had any relationship boost really with anyone. It's just kind of like letting you feel them out before you start having to build relationships. I think that's cool. Jacob's interesting. Todd's also interesting. Miranda's also interesting. Not sure how I feel about Ursula. So interesting that she's an option. Let's go with this for now. Let's see how we feel. So far, I'm not impressed, but we'll see. The prince was sitting on a stone, contemplating something, petting the beast pensively. How are you doing? I'm fine. Maybe you're hiding your true face under the hologram, but I can see your head is in the clouds. Better now? Yes, but that's not what I meant. I get it. Sorry. It's okay. Why don't you share your thoughts with me? It's not like there's someone else to talk to. You're right. Everything around me feels like a nightmare. Sometimes I wake up and cannot believe I'm not home. I keep trying to figure out where I am for a good minute. And I don't want to accept this world, this planet, as it is. I don't want to get used to it. I'll have to admit everything is lost. Admit I won't return home and my world will be destroyed. I want to fight and do all I can, but you're here. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Moreover, if I had a choice where to crash, I guess I'd pick your planet again. I don't think I'd find so much support anywhere in the subsector. Thank you. Though of course it'd be better not to have crashed at all. This we wouldn't have to look for the pieces of the ship throughout the whole region. But imagine the stories you'll tell back home. If I ever see home again. Okay, that got back faster than it was supposed to. The time for rest is up. Let's go. The longer we walk, the better adversary is prepared. The adversary is prepared. Follow me. Look at him giving orders if this is land. The group rose from the soft grass and moss and moved on straight to the perimeter is up. We'll start to patrol. Wonderful, but I'll double check it and set up some of my snares. There's no need. It's a standard operation and my gods can handle it. Calm down. I promise Ascendant not to kill soldiers assigned to me anymore. Come again? Let me make it clear to you. I don't care about your opinion. If you're still hoping to see your retirement, you'll never voice it again. You're not my boss. Oh yes, dear. I'm not your boss. I'm the boss of your bosses and your boss's bosses, and I came here with an extremely important mission. A very dangerous enemy has infiltrated our land, and it's my task to stop him, and your task is not to get in my way. So I'm ordering you to continue the search for the artifact. The rest is on me. Yes, sir. That's better. The game is on. Come on, Birdie. Fly into my nets. Okay. Okay, let's see where I got my points. Okay, they're closer than I thought. When we were telling that story to the people, everything got kind of like muddy there, and I couldn't decide where we were. Okay. Let me just write these down. So we're on 10 for style, 8 science, and 9 sports. Okay. Let's keep that in mind. Let's watch this. The raid lies ahead, but the group has no idea that they're walking straight into a trap. Yeah, after getting caught by the police, you think they will show a little bit more caution about covering their tracks, but they haven't even brought up the fact that the feds might still be onto them. I understand they don't know about the scientist guy yet. Chapter 6, Under the Starry Sky. The device is telling me we're almost there. Can you, piece of metal, be more specific? It was created in haste and without proper instruments, so alas, no. Let's camp out here. If we're almost there, why stop now? That's what I was just about to ask. The sun is still up. If they got here before us, we'll be too visible, so we need to wait. And even if some patrol bumps into us, they'll think we're merely tourists. You're thinking correctly. I see you're well trained. The warrior traditions of your people command respect. So we're camping out and waiting for the darkness, right? No. Evening and the beginning of the night are the busiest hours in a guard camp. They'll be on guard. I don't get it. What's the plan then? We're spending the night here and moving out at 4 or 5 a.m. It's the perfect time for the human biological cycle. By that time, everyone who's on watch will already be tired and less attentive, and those who are supposed to release them from duty have just woken up. If we're lucky, we'll get there by the rotation of guards. We'll fall back when it's still dark outside and walk back home into daylight. You know what? with all his whatevers, Jacob been coming through like 24/7. Dude, and I did a weird thing. Like when you're on Path of the Earth, you get an interesting scene with him where he's walking around outside in the morning with a big bottle of liquor. And he walks up to the sheriff, and the sheriff's like, oh, hey, what's up, Jacob? And like, they just kind of greet each other. Liquor fully in hand. Doesn't say anything about it, and then Jacob walks off with the liquor. That tells you some more information about his connection to different type of people in town. It's just very interesting. So how many of them is he doing shady work for? Like, he has connections like all over the town. Really, really interesting, for sure. It's a wise plan. We should stick to it. So we're having an actual gathering around a campfire. Hooray! The campers got busy. It was a tough fight with the tent, but I've beaten it with my intellect. Sure, right after you found the manual. By sunset, the camp was ready, and the group gathered at the clearing. There you go, the remains of dead trees. We call them firewood. The cuts are very suspicious. Were you using the nullifying staff? No. Since when do you know how to lie? Well, it'd be stupid to break them with my bare hands. I mean, I could, but this is way faster. The bushes rustled, and Jacob returned to the clearing after some recon. I found their camp, 40 minutes from here. Jacob, we're waiting. Waiting for what? Well, for you to light the fire. Can you do it yourselves? We'll just use the lighter. Show us how Native Americans do it. Do you think it's some kind of circus? Some Buffalo Bill show? Please, it's so exciting. Come on. Enlighten us. You're so secluded and reserved. Do you still not trust us? Or is it something super secret? If it is, it's fine. We get it. Oh, okay. Jacob took a deep breath, closing his eyes. First, you need to ask the forest spirits with your heart. Okay. It fell silent. Listen to the forest sounds reverentially. I gotta get that wrong. Then turn to the north and take the damn lighter and light the fire. That's it. Not everything needs a ritual. Just a fire for warmth and food. That was funny. Laugh to your heart's content. Here, take this. Might be useful. Oh, bummer. So the campfire is ready. I think we should use it. I've got some food with me. That's suspicious this time, I hope. Look, don't be mad because you don't eat mustard, man. I definitely take it as an insult the second time around. No, nothing of that sort. Everything's really simple this time. Marshmallows, sausages, potatoes. Should we just go with sausages? Can you cook those over the campfire? I mean, I don't see why not, but... The marshmallows are a staple, but that's not gonna fill nobody up. We got some business to do. Yeah, it's good. Maybe a sausage. Kind of want a potato though. I don't know how they feel about the skin. I don't have to eat the skin, but oh Lord, just eat the damn sausage. Just put them on the grill and turn them around so they wouldn't burn. Oh Lord, I got a sports one. Okay, that's fine. Right until the crust gets crunchy. Well, I'll try to make sense of your cooking. You know what? Since we're camping and cooking at a fire, it's time for... Bitch! Her face! Oh, why? Scary stories. Seriously? That's so childish. Maybe you've hiked before and already experienced it, but it's my first time. I've never sat by a campfire with friends, slept in a tent, or listened to scary stories, so I thought I'd catch up tonight. Come on, Todd, it'll be fun. And we'd love to listen to your folklore. So we're doing it? Who will start? Todd, Jacob, Todd or Jacob? Jacob seemed like he was into it. Let's let Todd do it. Let's let Todd do it. Fine. But this won't be a run-of-the-mill story. It happened very recently, and it might be still happening. An ambitious programmer decided to create a peculiar game. It was a game you can play only once. If you lose, it deletes the stuff from the floppy disk, just like that. Everyone laughed. It was an interesting experiment, but one player decided he'd finish the game. He bought a ton of floppy disks and copied the game, intending to insert the next one after a failed game. Can I get a picture of that? Let's see. I got something. Let me get a couple snapshots. Okay, I got a couple. Hopefully I get one of those. That would be a good thumbnail. But not everything was so simple. When he inserted another floppy disk, the levels had changed, and so did the main character. The first thing the character said, staring straight into the screen, was, "Why are you torturing me? I was supposed to die." The player laughed at the sense of humor of the programmer and formatted his hard disk just in case to delete the remaining files. But that didn't help. The character said to him, "It won't help. It's too late. Now you need to finish the game or we'll break free." This time the level was imitating the player's house. It seemed weird, but he kept playing. He couldn't stop. The player tried to get in touch with the game creator, but when he reached him, it turned out the programmer had killed himself, leaving a note behind. I tried to keep it at bay, but there's no stopping it now. The images from the game were haunting the player. In his dreams and in reality, there was no way he can go back without solving the mystery. He entered his kitchen in the game and saw a high-level monster that was supposed to be at the end of the game. "It's your fault. Now it is broken free. I'm sorry." That's when his computer crashed and something rattled in his actual kitchen. And he was found in his bed, heart attack. Before dying, he described the story. But his diary was found way too late. After his death, all his junk was sold at a garage sale, including a pack of those floppy disks. So now every time we buy games at garage sales, we might come across the floppy disk and become a part of this game with unknown rules. Horrifying. I'll never play these stupid games. That freaked me out. Phew, that was awesome. I even got shivers. It was a very interesting story. Do you have yours? I can't exactly recall legends like this. We have cautionary tales making you ponder things by scaring you. So share. Ursula or Ray? I want to know about her cautionary tales. There's a story one of my fathers told me. He tells it to everyone in the beginning of guardsman training. It happened many cycles ago, back when he was a ranker. The race of Comulans invaded the territories of the Interstellar Union. I don't even know if I should put that on the thumbnail. The Camulans were a very aggressive species. They kill all the diplomats sent to them with offers of peace and unity. They were also very egoistic, believing the universe was granted to them by their god, so they should rule everything. Since their invasions were successful, the god approved of it, as they believed. They perceived other races as slaves, and subdued opposition with indescribable cruelty. The war started. Whole planets and sectors got under fire. My father, who would later become the leader of the Emperor's Guards, was sent to a front far from the battle. The front was not in the thick of combat zones, and the soldiers only needed to keep an eye on the supplies and logistics. It made everything seem very safe, and so they would break the regulations constantly. One night, when the troop went to sleep, no one stationed the guards as usual. We used to say there were no animals bigger than a fist in those lands, but they were wrong. The Cameron spies had been keeping an eye on them for a while, and the last soldier fell asleep. They just walked into the barracks and slaughtered all the soldiers one by one. Only my father survived by pure luck. So that's how he got that scar on his neck. That was a bit too scary. You're the one who wanted to get scared. Now it's your turn. Mine? Yep. Or do you think you can sit this one out? Torch went into Amber's hands. She decided to lighten the grim atmosphere and recall a classic scary story. The ghosts of an old school. The UFO. I don't know. I'm always curious to describe space things to these two. Like when they watched the sci-fi movie at the mall, they were just like, "What the fuck was that?" like, that was so inaccurate. The ghost of an old school UFO. Sure, we'll go with the UFO. Seriously? Hush, she has a torch. Alright, so we see you and we know the aliens come in all shapes and sizes, but the extraterrestrial civilizations have a bad reputation here, actually. It all started back in the 50s. First, there were just lights in the sky. The whole country would constantly report strange lights blinking, circling around, and shining in the sky. The government wouldn't believe the reports at first. Everyone tried to find an explanation, or maybe the government already knew the truth and tried to hide it. Everything changed when cattle started disappearing. The farmers would tell stories about a ray of light taking the cows straight into the sky. Several days later, they would find these cows in the desert, seemingly turned inside out. But that was just a start. The real panic started when people went missing. They would be found several days later, many miles away from home and completely without memories. The government still tried to pretend nothing was happening. Amnesia has various causes, right? But when those people would go under hypnosis, they would remember some things, bits of information. They saw little gray men with big heads experimenting on them. The powers that be still pretended nothing happened, so no one is safe. That's how we used to think about you here on Earth. Now it seems funny. Wait, why aren't you laughing? It's very awkward. It is. If we come back, we'll have to talk about it to the union. What are you talking about? You see, these little gray skinned creatures are the Klanapkis. They are very inquisitive, and they already had multiple warnings about interfering with the lives of other planets that are not quite developed yet. Yeah, 10 cycles ago they were on trial, and now their planet is blockaded so they wouldn't fly to anyone else. So it was all true? So they could have abducted me as well? That was the best story to tell them. That's perfect. I was kind of hoping they might confirm. And they totally did. They're like, oh, that's awkward. Sorry. Enough stories, let's eat. By that time, the sausages were done. Even though we have to eat it with our hands again, this meal tastes fine. I agree. We should take more the next time. There'll be a next time? So what's our next step? Singing songs by the campfire? That'd be awesome. No, now each of us must get some rest before we move out. I should just stand in guard in pairs for 2 hours. 2 hours? That's like four clerks. I think it's a good plan. Everyone will get enough rest. They started dividing into pairs. Who do you be on guard with? Todd, Miranda, Jacob, holding that lighter, Jacob, Ray, and Ursula. Okay, so you choose between everybody again. I guess I'm just giving you time with everybody just to talk and figure things out. I don't know. What should I choose, guys? Maybe see what Jacob has to say. Him holding that lighter is just hilarious. I'm sorry. I'll go with Jacob. Whatever. So it's Amber's turn to keep the watch. Oh, you're here already? I got up like half an hour ago, relieving Todd and Miranda earlier. So you can't sleep? Not really. I wonder how you're so calm. On the contrary, I'm nervous, preparing for a possible battle. We're about to raid the territory of armed people. You're also relaxed and having fun as if you're immortal. The soul is immortal, hence invulnerable. That's a dumb thought. Whatever. Hey! What are you gonna do about it? That's right. They sat in silence for a while. Wait, what? Now you can romance them? Really? Y'all wildin'. Y'all were wildin'. I thought there were gonna be some romance options earlier. Now all of a sudden she just go in for the kiss, just like that. No build up, no nothing. Jeez. That's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. You know what? We here now. Let's just see what we do. Jacob? Huh? He turned to her and she smiled coyly. May I kiss you? Well, I guess so. Amber leaned forward and gave him a little peck on his lips. Jacob didn't hesitate in leaning toward her, pressing her against himself and deepening the kiss. Amber felt very comfortable in the warm embrace of his firm arms. Wow, that was impressive. I'm sorry. What's going on with him? Suddenly he shook his head, let her go, and moved a bit farther. Oh. She thought of a million things at once. She didn't know if she did right or wrong, if she offended Jacob or pleased him. He was so secluded, Amber just didn't know what to make of it. Screw it. She decided not to think too much about it and just put her head on the shoulder of his leather jacket. So they sat like that for the rest of their watch, Jacob looking away and Amber nuzzling to him. Okay. A little strange, but sure. It's time. We gotta move now. Already? The gang was gathering their stuff, frowning. It was tension in each of their moves, chasing the leisurely atmosphere away. Amber realized how dangerous their idea was right before they took off. Her legs trembled. It's gonna be fine? We managed to do everything right before. We'll manage this time. I hope so, because I'm kind of starting to think that this wasn't the best idea. One way or another, there's no turning back now. It's now or never. I like your attitude. I bet you do. You're the one running around with a dope-ass weapon. The beast, on the other hand, was enthusiastic to get going. Metamorphosis. Strange predator. Strange reptile. Predator. Reptile. Whoa! Those colors. I think we should keep the purple family though. Do we go with Little Woofy or we go with the reptile? What is that? Jeez. Look at the details on his head. That's cool. And the wolf is cool. But look at that thing. Let's do that. What's the matter with it? I guess it's overwhelmed a bit. It happens sometimes. It happens sometimes to metamorphs. Finally, the friends headed to the base. Keep quiet, don't talk, watch your step and look around. Don't teach me. I'm a pro in sabotage operations, and I've already been on mission in this forest. I wasn't saying it to you. I'll do as you do. That's right. Despite being a big guy, Jacob moved with amazing ease and grace. Ursula was also surprisingly flexible, moving like a ninja from the movies. It won't be easy to follow their pace, but Amber tried to repeat after them and followed them closely, never missing a beat. Jacob took the lead, and the group ventured deep into the woods. There were many little paths around, but they kept far from them, going through bushes and grass slowly. They moved every branch aside, giving it to the next in line carefully. Finally, they saw the military camp as they climbed on a rocky hill. So they beat us to it. Ursula, of course they did. Y'all decided to wait a whole night to come out. Ursula just stood at the watch post, attracting Jacob's attention. Jacob mirrored her gesture, showing the blind spots that could be used to sneak into the camp. Apparently the shield generator is right under that white dome. Extra scientists failed to deactivate it, so they're studying it right here. We need to sneak in there quietly. I'll deactivate it and Ursula will carry it out, but the problem is that there's likely many guards in there. I got it. I'll infiltrate the base, shut the power off, and try to make a commotion for distraction. I don't think you can do it. Do you mean I won't be able to handle some cables? That's not what I mean. I noticed the base has cameras and motion detectors everywhere, and you might have alternate power. So what do you suggest? I'll go with you to deactivate it all such that the operator wouldn't notice anything strange. Can you do it? Come on, man. In that case, get ready, everyone. Todd and I are going now. Amber and Miranda, stay put. Keep an eye on the surroundings and warn us if the situation starts to change. With what? We ain't got no walkie-talkies? Roger that. We'll keep contact through the bracelets. We do have walkie-talkies. Never mind. Forgot about those. The minutes of walking seemed like hours. Amber felt sweat on her temples because of the tension. Come on, where are you? Don't worry, I believe in them. Look. Amber looked into the binoculars immediately. A soldier approached the exact spot Todd and Jacob were going to get through. He stood there looking around suspiciously. Jacob, wait, there's a watchman there. Got it. Keep an eye on him. Let us know when he's distracted. Okay. Amber looked into the binoculars nervously, keeping her eyes on the guard. Come on, get bored, feel sleepy. Watching. Wait. Watching. Wait. Watching. Wait. Turning away. Signal. Go, go, go. We're here. And there's the wires. Several more minutes of waiting and... Hooray! They did it! So it's time for us to go in. Stay here, guard the girls. The aliens moved to the base and the girls stayed behind them with the beast, watching the camp. Hope they make it. I had to say it, everything's going too smoothly, bro. As soon as Amber uttered it. You jinxed it! What the hell is that? Nothing good, I presume. Ray, Ursula, there's something going on there. Ray? Ursula, can you hear me? Todd, Jacob, please answer me. There was nothing but silence on air. We need to warn them. But how? Amber's thoughts raced. While they're running around, the lights are down. I can sneak in there. But it's dangerous. Our friends are there now, and they're all in danger. She rushed down without another thought. Okay, I'm here, but what's the plan? People were running around, yelling, and the whole base was in chaos. Alarm! Everyone watch out! Hiding from the soldiers, she rushed into the nearest tent. Aha! This will be useful to me. It was a warehouse tent with clothes. Scientist robe. Soldier uniform. A technician robe. A cadet uniform. They give me, if I could go soldier. I'm trying to get into a place where I'm a scientist, right? My science points aren't that high though. I don't know if we're gonna have to use our points or something, I don't know. Let's go scientist, right? But soldiers can be super young. So she might pass for something. Yeah. Let's go scientist. She gonna take the hat off, right? Lord, where's she going with the hat? Now all I need to do as the others do without attracting any attention. That way, I'll go around the base and warn my friends. But as soon as she took the first steps in her disguise, you. First, she didn't even realize who was calling out to her. Are you deaf? I'm talking to you. Me? Exhale, remember your promise. Yes, you, shorty. Follow me, it'll be your 15 minutes of fame. Neither before nor after in your insignificant life will you be able to do as much for your home planet. Oh no. Alright. Okay. 10 sports, 10 style. I'm actually somehow behind on science. I'll balance it out later. I'm gonna replay that whole thing anyway. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if we get to use our points somewhere here to help out with the situation and get out of it. I don't know. Spend some time. They definitely were spending some time trying to get us to understand the characters a lot better, so we can kind of make some decisions on who we might want to pursue romantically. So that's interesting. Saw a romantic situation with Jacob that was very stunted. You know what it reminded me of? The first kiss with Victor, where he's just kind of like, what are we doing? I don't know. I wonder why he said how he apologized. I don't know. Interesting. I mean, I can think of some reasons why he might not apologize, but like he's into it, but at the same time, he's like, I don't really have any intention of opening myself up like that. So I mean, I don't mean to like lead you on or anything. Yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I'm tired. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and show a like button, some love, subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye.